Get ready, folks. You are looking at one of the best Chase Elliott paint schemes of his entire career. Here's his 2020 Hooters Chevrolet Camaro. Howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here, back with another NASCAR Diecast review. And I tell you what, man, if you just watched that amazing NASCAR Diecast haul, thank y'all so much for one. But I tell you what, we got one of the best Chase Elliott paint schemes of all time. It is his 2020 Hooters Chevrolet Camaro. I guess you call it like the Hooters Blackout, the Hooters Midnight car. I tell you what, man, this is going to be a paint scheme. If they don't run it every year, if they just do it for this season only, this is going to be a diecast in the 1/64 scale you're going to wish you picked up, because I'm just saying, if you seen that Baja Blast car from 2018, that car is over like $30 to $40. I'm just saying, some of those cats are paying $30 freaking dollars for that thing. I remember when that thing was brand new, $7, $8 shipped. That thing is just quadrupled in value. So if they only run this car for this season only, I mean, I'm telling you, man, this thing could be a big seller down the road. Of course, you never know. That's the diecast market. They could overproduce this thing by a couple 3,000, and this thing could be in the clearance bins come Atlanta 2024. Anyway, so you got Chase Elliott, Hooters, Hendrick Motorsports. Here's the box design for it. Still don't know why they don't put the actual Chase Elliott font there, considering he's literally taking over that role of Dale Earnhardt Jr., to be honest with you. I mean, he really is. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get this banging looking 2020 Hooters Chase Elliott Chevrolet Camaro out of the box. Here she is, folks, brand new out of the package, and oh my god, is this car absolutely fabulous. I mean, we got some quality issues though, but I tell you what though, the actual paint scheme design is just absolutely gorgeous. It's literally like a satin black, you know, just a satin black underneath, and you got that very bright orange, and the orange, it's almost like borderline day glow. It really is. And unfortunately, we got some issues over here, but I'm going to try to look past those. This is a 2020 mold Chevrolet, and it's got the Hooters decals on it. I tell you, this thing is just one of the most beautiful Chase Elliott cars you will ever see. So over here to the nose of this car, unfortunately, there's a little bit of a cut there on the H. Obviously for the little cowl flaps there. That's just part of it. So you have those little flaps. So the decal, when they're pressing it down, it kind of, you know, tears it, which is it's a part of it. So you got the Hooters bird right there, big old bird with them big old bug eyes. So you go over here to the nose, you got the bow tie logo. I gotta say, great job Lionel here. Look at the headlights. They're actually pretty darn good. Like, that's actually a pretty good wrap there. Besides a little squiggly worm line there, the headlights are pretty well placed. I don't know about this bottom grille though. It looks a little bit wonky, Joel. So you got the 9 there. That thing's sideways. You got the 3M. You got the Sunoco logo there. Last time I seen this car ran, it was Homestead, yeah, because he was second place to Denny Hamlin, and he was trying to, you know, overtake him for the win there. I tell you what, man, if he wins a race in this car, I can't tell you how quickly I'm gonna order that 124. I don't care if I'm dead broke. I don't care if I'm Squidward living in a cardboard box outside the freaking Krusty Krab. I'm still gonna get that 124 if he wins a race in this thing. It is I can't even describe how beautiful this paint scheme is. And what's so cool is that they allowed us to vote for this paint scheme. It could have been some other paint schemes, but no, they wanted us to vote. And I remember voting for this car. I said, look, you're gonna do a Midnight Hooters car, I'm all over it, bro. So over here to the left side of this car, and unfortunately, you can really see the flaws of Lionel Racing. So one, you can see the outline of that wrap there. It's actually wide. You can see it kind of folded in there. The Chase Elliott logo, well, it's not even where it needs to be. The beat post decal is a little bit lower than it should be, because you can see the orange kind of cutting in where that beat post strut is. You got a decal tear here. How this happens is when they're putting the roof decal on, because the car is spray painted black, they didn't properly press it to the body. You can see those bubbles there. If I run my nail across that, there's a good chance it's going to create that little line there. That's a tear, right? That happens when you have a line. So let's say my finger here is a sharp edge, right? This is a sharp edge, and the decal goes across here. When you press that decal, it cracks, right? Because it has to bend. Decals, once they are clear coated, they don't stretch. They will crack. And that's why you have that oopsie there. You got whatever this a little orange splat right there on the H. Unfortunately, you got the Hooters a little bit wonky jaw there, but you have like this very thin, almost Tron-esque pinstriping down here at the bottom of the car, and it goes right around the Napa logo and just almost around the Mountain Dew logo. But I tell you, man, absolutely beautiful. I love how they took the 9 here, and they stopped the stripe right before and then right after it. I freaking love it, man. Beautiful looking race car besides the quality issues. You got NASCAR Cup Series. You got the white Goodyear, which I think is a very nice touch. Adds a little bit of contrast. You see the contrast with the eyes, contrast with the Valvoline, and the UniFirst decal. Very nice. Got NASCAR race car. Got Axalta, Freightliner, Hooters, Mac Tools, Simeon's, and I don't know what that bottom one is. Kelly Blue Book. We, of course, will be reviewing that Kelly Blue Book car. Literally later this upcoming week, we'll be reviewing that on Tuesday. Of course, the Kurt Busch. You know, I tell you what, this is a beautiful paint scheme. Look. Bam! We're going to be reviewing that tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to see any of the new Gold Series releases, you got to subscribe, man. I'll be uploading them every day this week, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we won't review them all. So we review them all, folks. And, of course, get UniFirst, Mountain Dew, Napa Auto Parts, and American Ethanol. And then over here to the back end of this car, you got Hooters, HootersToGo.com. Politically incorrect since 1982, I think. That's funny. Love that. So you got Valvoline there, you got the 9. And I will say, with like the satin black finish of the back end of this car, the little ZL1, the 1LE badges, they look more realistic. Like the shine is like actually, it looks like a real badge on the car. I love that. So you got the Camaro little nameplate there, very sharp. I mean, even the spoiler is painted that like very satin black. I mean, it's like a charcoal, right? Beautiful job, man. I mean, Lionel, I gotta say, for the paintwork, y'all did phenomenal. And then over here to the right side of this Chevrolet Camaro, just beautiful, man. I mean, just beautiful. Of course, the Hooters logo is a little bit wonky jaw. It's not supposed to be like that. The 9 is a little bit crooked there, unfortunately. But even the Goodyear's got a, what is that? Goodyear's got a bullet hole in one of the O's, unfortunately. Got a, what is this, a Sharpie line right there on the NASCAR race car logo. So, unfortunately, Lionel's quality control continues to go down the toilet like the entire year so far. But on the bright side, at least we got a really cool NASCAR diecast here. I'm telling you, folks, if you're a Chase Elliott fan, get this thing now, because if you don't, you might not ever get this thing for a fair price again. And then over here to the roof of this diecast, you got the number 9 there. I love that. But what I love even more is this little portion right here. You get this small little orange pinstripe with a black pinstripe on top of it. But the whole roof flap part, you got the Hooters. It's a little black stripe right there. It's modern. It's a little aggressive, and I think it looks freaking amazing on the car. It's just something different. I love that. I'm not a fan of putting things there, but if they're going to, at least do it right. They could have just put a Hooters logo black. No, they put the background on it. They put the orange above it. I just think it looks sharp. I think it looks modern. I think it looks very good. Here is a look at that Cup Series banner over there on the front windshield. Very, very sharp. I mean, you can just see how the satin clear coat in this thing, it's kind of like a haze, right? It's kind of like a reflection of the sun, but like a dulled down, you know, kind of like a blur effect almost. Very, very nice. Got the Elliott right there on the back window. I mean, they really knocked it out of the park with the clear coat and the paint. I tell you, they do a great job on paint and clear coat most of the time. Decaling a little bit on the south side there, unfortunately. A little bit on the oopsie side there. We got, of course, you got Napa Auto Parts over here on the deck lid. Alrighty, folks. You know, these cars are so hard to predict when they're going to drop in the market or they're going to become a clearance bin item at your local 1.5 mile in 5 years. You never know. This car could just be overproduced and it could just be in your clearance bin, or this thing could literally be like the Baja Blast car from 2018 and quadruple in value. You truly never know. That's what makes collecting NASCAR diecast so special, is that regardless how many they make, it really just depends on who orders them as far as the dealers and you know, who, as in the owl, pun intended there. Anyways, but yeah, you just never know. Anyways, folks, hope you have an amazing day out there. I'll see you out tomorrow for a awesome Kurt Busch gear wrench Camaro. Yeah, if you want to see this car reviewed, first Kurt Busch Gold Series car ever for Chip Ganassi Racing, and also the first Gold Series car since 2018 for the man Kurt Busch. We'll have that tomorrow on the channel, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you have an amazing day out there. Diecast Buffet signing off.